Gauranga Nityananda Shri Krishna Chaitanya Gauranga Nityananda Shri Chaitanya Gauranga Nityananda Shri Krishna Chaitanya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Gauranga Gauranga Nityananda Gauranga Shri Krishna Chaitanya Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Shri Advaita Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Advaita Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Advaita Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Gauranga Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Advaita Nityananda Gaurachandra, Shri Advaita Nityananda Gaurachandra. Hey, thank you very much for coming, everybody. So, we'll just sing a little bit, maybe chant some verses after this. Gauranga Nityananda, Gauranga Nityananda, Gauranga Nityananda, Nityananda Gauranga, Shri Krishna Chaitanya Nityananda, Shri Advaita Nityananda, Shri Advaita Nityananda Gauranga. Let's try this one.
Only vibes beats.
Gauranga Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Advaita Nityananda Gauranga, Gauranga, Shri Advaita Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Gauranga Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Advaita Nityananda Gaurachandra, Shri Advaita Nityananda Gaurachandra, Shri Advaita Nityananda Gaurachandra, 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 Shri Advaita Nityananda Gaurachandra, Shri Advaita Nityananda Gaurachandra, Vishvambara, 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 Shri Advaita Nityananda Gaurachandra, Shri Advaita Nityananda Gaurachandra, Shri Advaita Nityananda Gaurachandra, Shri Advaita Nityananda Gaurachandra, 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 Shri Advaita Nityananda Gaurachandra, Shri Advaita Nityananda Gaura Chandra Gaura Chandra Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasari Gaura Bhakta Shri Vasari Gaura Bhakta Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasari Gaura Bhakta Shri Vasari Gaura Bhakta Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Gauranga Nityananda, Shri Advaita. Shri Advaita Nityananda Gaurachandra Gaurachandra Shri Advaita Nityananda Gaurachandra Shri Advaita Nityananda Gaurachandra Shri Advaita Nityananda Gaurachandra Shri Advaita Nityananda Gaurachandra. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Nimai Pandit Nadia is my Lord and Master. Nimai Pandit Nadia is my Lord and Master. Nimai Pandit Nadia is my Lord and Master. Nimai Pandit, Nimai Pandit. Vishvambara, 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 Nima Pandit, Nima Pandit, Vishvambara, Nima Pandit, Vishvambara, Gaurachandra, 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 Vishvambara, Nima Pandit, Nadia is my Lord and Master. Vishvambara, Vishvambara, Gauranga, Gauranga, Gaurachandra, Gaurachandra, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Gauranga, Gauranga. Gauranga, 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 Gaurachandra. Gauranga, 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 Nityananda, Nityananda, Shri Advaita, Shri Advaita, Gauranga, Gauranga, Gaurachandra, Gauranga, Gaurachandra, Gaurachandra, Gauranga, Nityananda, 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 Gaurachandra, Nityananda, Nityananda, Gaurachandra, Nityananda, Nityananda, Gaurachandra, Gaurachandra, Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. All right. Just play around with that a little bit occasionally here and see where it all goes. It's nice to experiment a little bit sometimes. Okay, let's see here. Ah, hmm. Read a little pastime here. Hmm. So, Majikanda chapter 1, page 229 in this book, if anybody wants to. Okay. Ah, okay. If you got a camera and everything, we'll put you up there, but it doesn't look like you have any camera. Yeah. Otherwise, it's useless, pointless. Mm. Early every morning, the Lord went for his bath in the Ganga, and upon his return, he found his students. Narendra, well, unless you get a picture up here, it's kind of pointless. So, anyway, don't bother trying. It's not working. Uh, Early every morning, the Lord went for his bath in the Ganga, and upon his return, he found the students awaiting him. The Lord, the Lord uttered only Krishna's name and nothing else. The students could not understand their teacher's mood. On the students' request, the Lord sat down to teach. The students sat down and opened their books. Taking the Lord's name, Hari, as they were accustomed, the son of Sachimata, Nimai Pandit, was greatly overjoyed at hearing his beloved Lord's name. He again became absorbed in forgetting his external senses and looked upon everyone with his merciful glance. Wholly absorbed in Krishna, the Lord began explaining to his students. He told his students that the essential lesson of everything was Lord Krishna. All aphorisms, commentaries, and dissertations were actually describing the glories of the holy name. All aphorisms, all all dissertations, all commentaries are are describing the glories of the holy name. The Lord said, the only eternal truth is the holy name of Krishna. The only eternal truth is the holy name of Krishna. Krishna is the only worshipable Lord uh, in all the scriptures, and Krishna is the supreme controller, maintainer, and the Lord of the entire creation. So, yeah, Krishna is the only worshipable Lord, and yeah, and that's, like people might say, that's kind of sectarian. What is it? Your God is the only God? How does that actually show up? Do you think God is a sectarian? Do you think God is narrow minded? No, God is, see, like Lord Caitanya said, Srimad Bhagavatam is the book incarnation of Krishna, of Bhagavan, incarnation of God. See, that goes for all the scriptures. If they're composed by devotees, they're the book incarnation of Lord. See, they're actually yeah, and the devotee gives them life, because the living devotee that awakens devotion in them, it revives their devotion. That's what scriptures are meant for that. Otherwise, it's pointless just to kind of read the scriptures to have some intellectual idea. No, it's so our love for God in the form of scriptures in the form of His holy name. Okay? That's the only eternal true reality. Uh, let's check here. It says there's sound. Is there sound? Oh, there's sound. It It's Naris, the other sound. The Lord said, "The only eternal truth is the holy name of Krishna. Krishna is the only worshipable Lord in all the scriptures. Krishna is the supreme controller, maintainer, and the Lord of the entire creation. Krishna is the supreme controller, maintainer, and Lord of the entire creation. Lord Shiva and Brahma and every other deity are his servants. Whoever tries to explain anything out without describing the lotus feet of Lord Krishna is an illusion." See, and basically, see, all beings are actually servants of the Lord, even in illusion. See, all the deities, Lord Shiva, you could say, is in charge of the illusion, like the devil. He is in charge of the mode of ignorance, really dark illusions. There's always, even in the mode of goodness, there's illusion, goodness and passion, ignorance. Just more of it as you go downwards. See, so these things need to be described in relation to the Lord. That because they're all parts and parcels of the Lord. They're all part of the Lord's workings in all of the worlds. Okay? That's where one finds real peace. People are agitated because they don't see that the Lord is actually working everywhere and everything. Everybody just needs knowledge. People need to associate with the higher modes, all the way up to ultimately pure goodness. These conceptions, like these truths, give you full peace. Because you see, um, people are agitated because of lack of knowledge, lack of understanding, lack of devotion, lack of transcendental association. Yeah. Whoever tries to explain anything without describing the lotus feet of Lord Krishna is an illusion. If you can't explain anything that how everything is connected to Lord Krishna, that's illusion. Doesn't matter, people trying to be right or wrong. It's all wrong when it's not in relationship to the Lord. It's not in its proper place. You can't see the Lord working behind everything, accomplishing his purpose. Uh, yeah, and so knowledge just a more and more clear understanding about our situation. We're like, well, well, what's going on here in this world, actually? You know, um, yeah. The entire, the entire Vedanta and Agmas and all other philosophical treatises point out that devotion to the lotus feet of Krishna is the ultimate and only goal. This is the Lord that came here just to point that out. And we have the great privilege to also point it out, to remind people that the goal of life, the goal of all paths, ultimately, and especially if you're in Krishna consciousness, don't think the goal is Varnashram Dharma or the goal is regulative devotional service. No, the ultimate goal of life is this loving devotional service, loving ecstatic worship of the Lord, loving ecstatic worship of these scriptures, loving ecstatic worship of the holy name. Okay? That's where it's all leading. See, that's why it says life's ultimate goal is love of Krishna. So people should ask, well, okay, well, how do I get that quick? Well, first of all, how about just going to around those who have their ecstatic love for God awakened and hear what they have to say? See, they're in agreement with the Lord. They agree. They're in harmony with these statements here. He is the most dear to his surrendered souls and is the dear son of Mother Yashoda. I guess I don't think I have any more energy for now. I'm going to have to stop for a bit, have lunch, and, we'll start again later. Thank you, everybody, for coming. And just a little short thing today. Come back in the afternoon. Loving ecstatic worship of all Vaishnavas. Well, actually, yeah, okay. Well, it's loving ecstatic worship of Krishna, really. Um, yeah, Krishna is in the Vaishnavas. Yeah, that's why you see it's a love of God. It's love of God, love of Krishna. Yeah, yeah. Actually, you know what it is? It's not like exactly like that. Loving ecstatic worship of the Vaishnavas. It's the Vaishnavas awaken our ecstatic love for Krishna by their association. That's really how it shows up. Okay? Like if I chant sometimes Haridas's name, Haridas, Haridas, or any Vaishnava, ecstatic love awakens because they just simply because they're a Vaishnava, and the love of God is in them. Ooh, 11 p.m. Wow, it's late. Okay, thank you very much. Hare Krishna.